Hello. How are you guys doing tonight? How you guys doing tonight? How you guys doing tonight? I'm just quickly setting everything up because, of course, much like everything, I don't have everything set up. um. Uh-huh. Then double check how you going, Merlin. How you doing? Sulfur. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Mm. Uh. Sorry. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, week, month, year, whatever you guys are doing. Uh, don't remember how to make. Let me double check this. I don't remember. I don't remember how to make them use a custom briefcase. I don't think we've ever actually done a custom briefcase. Um. Am I stupid? Okay, it might be that we can't do intergender matches for custom briefcases, so we'll just ignore that, I guess. That's very strange. I also get my notepad. So let's do that. We're gonna have a couple of fun matches here tonight, so I'm glad you guys stuck around. Let's see. Oh. Did I not? Ah, there we go. Oh, I did not realize that that was the only way we could do this. Makes sense, I guess, but... Okay. Okay. Yo, what's up, Connor? How you doing? Welcome on in, welcome on in. Finally made it to another one. Yeah, well, I haven't been streaming super recently because I just got a new job, so it's not necessarily entirely your fault that you've missed, you haven't been in my streams for a while, because that's just how it be. And then... But this stream is looking to be a really good one. I will say this. Looking to be a really good one. What? Weird. I've been doing all right, starting to go to the gym again. That's awesome. And you got Plat and Marvel Rivals. That's also awesome. I haven't been playing Marvel Rivals like in a while. I played it somewhat recently with some friends, but like I just have not been on the grind because I don't know. I love Marvel Rivals. It just hasn't like hit me. It hasn't been like super interesting for me at this point in time. Okay. Well, without further ado, let's get into MPW. Since I started a little bit late, let's try to get in to the first match of the night. Never letting go. Oh, and let me know if the audio is bad or anything. Let me know. Oh. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Masu Pro Wrestling presents Never Letting Go. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestling. Tonight, we are going to have some historic matches. Starting us off will be a 6-person ladder match for the Icon Division's golden opportunity. And to start us off, we have the person that earned their spot in a ladder match for this opportunity. So Glitchy has already climbed up the ladder, grabbed the briefcase, and is a former golden opportunity winner. Could we see Glitchy go 2 years in a row? Last year, she was the Idol Division golden opportunity holder. This year could be the Icon Division golden opportunity holder. Unfortunately for Glitchy, it didn't really work out for her in Season 2. Will it change in Season 3? Let's find out tonight, but who will be the other 5 opponents someone that almost earned their shot at the Icon Division Championship, going as far as they could in the #1 Contenders Tournament. Tyranno Maximum could change the game. For someone like Ty, this is a perfect opportunity to get their shot at a championship. I mean, Tyranno has been struggling to grab that brass ring as it just slips like it's covered in Vaseline, slips from the tips of Ty's fingers. But can Ty grasp victory tonight? Ty has done some shocking things in their career. This could be their opportunity. They didn't get a shot at the ladder match. Ty was selected by the bosses upstairs to join in the golden opportunity. Because the bosses like giving people opportunities. They like to open the door, and this just might be the door that leads to the highest point in Tyranno Maximum's career. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride, is Tyranno, and is here to have their Cinderella story climb up that ladder. Ty is not unfamiliar with such heights. The golden opportunity is a chance to change the game, a chance at an opportunity that anyone would try to get. And someone that knows exactly what it means to be a champion. Coming out next, Dragthulu. Dragthulu is very familiar with being a champion, former tag team champion, former Icon Division champion, and former Openweight Division champion. Looking for his shot once again at the Icon Division Championship. I mean, we haven't seen Dragthulu in the title conversation for a long time. And so this is exactly what this briefcase is for. The opportunity to cash in at any point and earn yourself basically, you say a free title shot, but they earn that title shot by getting through this match. And of course, we know that one of Dragthulu's biggest rivals right now is currently the reigning and defending Icon Division champion in FlairZero. It seems like history can never pull, or destiny can't pull away these two. Could we see another FlairZero versus Dragthulu in our future? All since Season 1, these two have had history. Dragthulu took the edge in Season 1, but it seems like since then, Flair has just taken the heat, taken the momentum, and sprinted down to the touchdown zone, becoming a multiple-time champion. And entering in next was someone that was in the ladder match, but obviously did not make it. Blueness, B.A. Tycho's good little soldier. I mean, if Blueness can win this, this could be a huge, huge boon for the Coalition. I mean, the Coalition have been struggling to sort of hold any sort of power in MPW, as well as the other members kind of taking another chance for the members to take the limelight away from their leader, B.A. Tycho. Blueness is a former Icon Division champion. She got her first Icon Division champion at Living Legends, but was just unable to defend it at all on the line, losing it to FlairZero. Could we see that rematch? And someone that had been struggling in Season 2, who didn't have an opportunity at these championships, Garreth Unported. looking for his opportunity finally. I mean, we've talked about this all past season too, but Garreth was basically barred from challenging for the Icon Division Championship all of last season. He turned his focus onto the Openweight Championship, becoming one of the longest reigning Openweight champions in our history, and is now looking for that chance again. The first, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, the first ever golden opportunity holder was Garreth Unported for the Icon Division Championship, looking to get that briefcase back. Garreth wants to bring home that championship. He hasn't been able to hold on to it, or hasn't had an opportunity to hold on to it, so this is a golden opportunity for the golden opportunity. We're going to see how a lot of high flyers in this match, we're going to see how that affects their chances at winning. But one of the newest members of MPW, Vyakaka, one of the members of the Shogunate, looking for their chance at a championship. I mean, this is how you put your name on the map in MPW. You take this chance and you run with it, and you can become a quick champion. You quickly put your name out there, put your name on the map, carve your names into the tablets of history. Vyakaka. Could bring home some championship for the Shogunate. Speaking of the Shogunate, Rize is going to go one-on-one against TeaTheShiba in an ambulance match for the Open Weight Championship. For the first time ever, both Brutality and the Shogunate are barred from ringside, and we'll see if that stops anyone from interrupting that match. Rize chose that and says she wants to send T in that ambulance that she sent her in. This could be huge momentum for the Shogunate if Vyakaka can pick up a huge win here. Climb up a 10-foot ladder and make history. Make a name for yourself, kid. Who is going to make it and become the golden opportunity holder? Who's going to get their golden opportunity for Season 3? This match could go on for hours or could go on for literal minutes. That's the type of situation a ladder match is. And the match has started. Already picking dance partners. They're not wasting any time. Garreth goes to the outside. So does Blueness, Vyakaka, and Tyranno Maximum. Leaving Glitchy and Drag in the ring alone. Of course, the only way to win this match is to climb up that ladder, one of those ladders, and grab the briefcase that's hanging above the ring. Back body drop by Blueness. And now Vyakaka with a chair shot to the head. Giving one to Ty. As Garreth enters the ring, nobody's home for that springboard. And Glitchy's going outside. Is she going to be maybe looking for that ladder? Glitchy's the first one getting their hands on that ladder, wasting absolutely no time to get into the ring as Garreth and Dragthulu battle it out. Glitchy is wasting absolutely no time setting up this ladder. We can see, like I said, minutes. Has it set up in the middle of the ring. Glitchy going up. Garreth, though, not going to let her. Just trying to grab at the legs as Vyakaka scales the ladder quickly. And now we have our first fight on the top of the ladder. Glitchy getting hit from both sides. As Vyakaka trying to grab onto the briefcase. But Garreth throwing the ladder down. Already we had someone raise the briefcase back, body toss. We're going to see if speed or strength is going to be the advantage here. Ducks the big boot. Lunas back and forth with Glitchy. Sends Glitchy to the outside onto the apron. Maybe trying to get an opportunity. What is she looking for here? Garreth going flying off the top rope. You blink and you might miss something. Back body drop from Dragthulu to tie. And Blueness is just looking like she's trying to clear the ring. Garreth sending in a table into the ring. And now Blueness is sent outside. Vyakaka's going to follow suit. Garreth up over. What is Drag looking for here? Leaves him to dry off the top rope. And now it's Garreth and Drag in the ring by themselves. Vyakaka pushing that ladder back into the ring. Chops lighting up both Blueness and Dragthulu from Garreth. Super kick from Blueness. Dragthulu misses the one-legged drop kick. Garreth now still standing tall in the ring off the ropes. Garreth German suplex. What is Garreth looking for on the outside now? Leaving Dragthulu all alone with the ladder. I don't really know what kind of strategy this is. Dragthulu left all alone. And now Drag's going to climb up. Could this be it? Could Drag pull down the briefcase? He's got one hand on it. No. Blueness throws him off, going outside onto the apron. And now the ring is being populated more and more. Until everybody's in the ring. Dragthulu and Garreth get thrown out. Vyakaka sets up the ladder once again. Glitchy wants none of it. Vyakaka trying to empty the ring, but Glitchy throwing her over the apron. And now Glitchy's climbing back up. Garreth sees it. One hand just barely swinging at that. Someone's got to stop her, and Vyakaka sending shots to the tailbone. And Glitchy's looking wobbly on that ladder. Glitchy's all alone. Drag can't quite get to the ladder. Is Glitchy going to be able to? No. Nobody seems to be able to get two hands on the briefcase so far. But every opportunity, every second is a chance to win that championship or win the golden opportunity. Glitchy setting up a ladder on the outside. Vyakaka smacks her, denting that chair. Oh my god. Leaving a Glitchy-sized impression on that chair. And now Garreth sharing some words with Blueness. Over the top senton. Nobody doesn't hit it from Tyranno in the ring. Ty and Dragthulu all alone. Dragon Screw leg whip. And Ty's got the table. Setting up the table and immediately getting it broken. Ty gets sent into the challenger's corner. Fisherman suplex by... Oh my god, a crazy maneuver by Vyakaka in the corner. Royal pardon to Dragthulu. Off the ropes, dropkick Garreth. Springing to life. Off the ropes, though, one, like Inzaguri, like standing shining wizard type beat. Vyakaka and Dragthulu. Oh my god, onto the table, face first. Garreth looking a little bit worse for wear. Drag looks absolutely knocked out. The ring doesn't have too many people. Basement dropkick doesn't get it. The ring is rather unoccupied. Extinction! Bomb to Blueness on the floor. Oh, into the LED ring post. I think they might have broken some of it. Yeah, it looks like they might have broken that ring post. A running bicycle kick. German suplex now. For everyone, this would mean so much. A lot of former champions looking to rekindle that fire, and potential first-time champions. Garreth trying to reposition that ladder, but doesn't get it. As Blueness dropkick backflip in the corner. The athleticism of Blueness. She takes Garreth to the other corner, but Glitchy is right behind her. Sends him into the ladder, and it flips all around. Glitchy's out. Dragthulu's out. Ty's out. Blueness, Viakaka, and Garreth once again occupy the ring. Garrett's back out of the corner. A clothesline from Ty out there outside. Oh my god! Landing Blueness on the ladder. Viakaka now using the ladder as a weapon. Is he about to brown crown on the ladder? Brown crown on the ladder. And now takes the ladder, sets it up in the corner. You can't climb up from there. And leaving Viakaka in the ring alone. Setting up the ladder. This could be. If Viakaka can just scale this ladder, make herself famous. Sidewalk slam. Grabbing hold of the briefcase just barely. But Blueness and Garreth not allowing it. Moonsault. Once again, someone able to grab on. Knee strike. Glitchy goozling drag. But not good enough, as now Gareth's got this. Garreth, I think, is trying to pick up the ladder, but skull end. By Dragthulu. I think he locked in the skull end there. He calls that the mana burn. Ty is out cold. Garreth sees maybe an opportunity, but wants to avoid Glitchy. I mean, smart maneuver. Glitchy goozling Ty. And a frame drop. Maybe putting Ty out of the match. No, Ty's right back up. I mean, a little bit dead on their feet. German suplex. Spin around. Clothesline. And now basically everybody's back into the ring. Luna's catching Garreth and flipping him into the ladder. Sending Viakaka up and over. Neck breaker. Lunas setting up the ladder in the corner. What are they looking for there? Tie up against the ladder. As that one spills to the outside. Lunas is going to take it as Glitchy lets Ty know exactly how she feels, but a little bit of talk is not going to do much when it's now 2-on-1. Glitchy DDT'd onto the ladder. Lunas DDTing Glitchy onto the ladder with Tyranno. Maximum Spinebuster. And now the ring can barely contain the amount of power in it. Dumps Ty out. Trying to empty the ring once again for that opportunity. Clothesline. Bicycle kick. Garreth wobbly legs. Uppercuts to the throat. Sends Glitchy out of the ring one more time. Viakaka buried under the ladders. And a big boot. Viakaka onto the ladder again. And throws the chair at Blueness at the side of the head. Gutbuster. Drag trying to set up the ladder, but ends up knocking it down. This ring is just filled with foreign objects. And now Blueness got the chair in hand. Smacked out of the way. Spinebuster by Glitchy. power bomb, like sunset power bomb type. Sending Blueness up and over. Trying to clear the ring as much as possible. Extinction bomb to the floor again by Ty. And a blue moon on the floor. We'll see how much the damage will affect people as Blueness picks up the table, gets it knocked out. Knee right to the chin. It looks like everybody, the effects of this match is not affecting anybody right now. They're all in fighting force. As they continue to try and clear the ring, goes for the crossbody. Or just a splash, I guess, onto Dragthulu. Dragthulu now trying to clear it a little bit more. Glitchy almost clotheslined Vyakaka there. And Gareth's looking for more toys. Over the shoulder boulder holder onto the stair. Blue moon. And Glitchy back up. Glitchy's going back up. Glitchy just trying. Blueness trying to pull Glitchy off, and now Drag successfully does it. German suplex from Blueness. The ladder is left open. But Blueness wants to make sure that they stay down. Abyssal tombstone on the floor. And Blueness ends up knocking down the ladder because she's stupid. Maybe couldn't see the ladder standing up there with the mask on. Was for a set up for a pile driver reversal by Dragthulu. And a spelling or German suplex landing on the ladder is Dragthulu. Ty sends Blueness to the outside. And now Ty, extinction! Bomb! Ty's all alone in the ring right now. Grab that ladder and make yourself famous! That's the chair! That's not a ladder! You can't climb chairs! Blueness now! Maybe sees her opportunity to strike. But now Glitchy making her way into the ring as well, and Garreth standing tall. Rolls through, super kick! And there are no more ladders in the ring. Garreth's gonna change that. Bring in a ladder, and looks like Blueness wants a second one. Tyranno up top. Big headbutt. Garreth gets sent into the corner by Blueness. Blueness gets stopped, though. Sends Ty up and over. Inverted suplex by Glitchy. Super kick, and then another super kick. Blueness gets shot with a chair from across the ring. Blueness and Glitchy, temporary alliance, gets conked in the head. And now Glitchy's setting up that ladder. Glitchy seems to be the only one looking for the win here. And right as I say that, though, doesn't take the opportunity to climb. Garreth gets sent out. Glitchy's alone once again. Climbing up that ladder one more time. She's had the most amount of time on the ladder and gets kicked off by Blueness. That briefcase still eluding. Extinction! Bomb! Ty getting Blueness now. Ty and Vyakaka. Oh! Throwing some dust, some powder in the eyes of Tyranno Maximum, just blinding them a bit. I don't know where they got that from, but they had some, like, salt or something. Almost like a burning hammer blue thunder bomb. Drag sending a ladder into the ring. Bicycle kick. Drag gets behind. Backstabber. A glitchy sending Drag off the ropes. Drag just bounces off him. Sends Glitchy out of the ring. Gonna follow suit though. Blueness sending Garreth out of the ring. Facebuster. Snapmare rolling into a knee. Dragthulu. Sends Ty over. Blueness now double team neck breaker onto the ladder. Glitchy with the steel chair again. Up and over. Super kick to the back of the head by Ty. Could this be an opportunity? Blueness goes for the kendo stick. And now throws Dragthulu throwing fire in the face of Blueness. Has the ladder but doesn't want to set it up in the center of the ring. Sets it up in the corner. Could Drag be thinking of something? Black hole slam. And Mana Burn. You can't win by tap out, but definitely wear down their opponent. Glitchy gets sent up and over. Blueness. Ty is tapping to the Mana Burn. Blueness shotgun drop kick. Blueness finally picking up that ladder, but Garreth knocks it right out of her hands. Glitchy, of course, trying to grab another ladder, but nobody. The ladder police is on it. Everybody's kind of blocking the ring right now. That's why it's really important to try and clear out the ring. Now Garreth's got the ladder. If he can figure out how to set it up and climb it with his feet and hands, it could be really good. No, puts it into the corner. Very useful. Hurricane Rana into the corner. And now Ty. It's really anybody's match at this point. Nobody's gotten too much time holding onto that briefcase. And Dragthulu, this might be his chance. He sees Glitchy coming in. Glitchy's going to stop him. It's going to knock the ladder down, maybe. No, Blueness! Blueness is climbing! Blueness has one hand on the briefcase. Glitchy trying to stop her. Dragthulu. Tiger suplex. Blueness again just trying to pull it down. No, landing on the chair. Into the ladder, the corner. Just so close. Arano off the ropes drop kick. Garreth setting up a table on the outside. What could he be thinking? He's setting up all these traps. Ty sending Drag into the corner. Step up Inzaguri. Doesn't connect though. Glitchy looking for an electric chair drop on Blueness. Doesn't connect. And now Garrett's back in the ring. Ty's got a Blue Moon! Ty's got the ladder set up in the other corner. Every corner has seen a ladder this match. Inverted DDT. And Glitchy goozling Ty for another frame drop. Drag's got the ladder, but Glitchy doesn't want to let it. Getting him off the ropes. Back body drop. Luna sneaking her way back into the ring. Come on, Glitchy. Come on, Ty. Come on, Blueness, Garreth, Dragthulu, Viakaka, someone can do it. Out of the corner, forearm just landing on the ladder, smashing his full front body. The corner, very popular for the ladder. Unlike the corner, the center of the ring is actually where you need to set up the ladder so you can climb up it. Sends Blueness up and over. Drag trying to finally clear some people out. Hurricane Rana from Ty. Incredible athleticism. Goes for on the knee clothesline. Oh my god, what was that? Looked like sparks are flying in the MPW arena. Dragthulu! Finally! His brain is unlocked! Blueness, super kick gets caught! Forearm! Spins her around. Dragon suplex! Dragthulu! Up the ladder! He's just gotta grab onto it! He's just gonna grab onto it! He's just gonna hold on! He's just gonna hold on a little bit longer! Dragthulu! Defying the laws of reality! Dragthulu sprouting his wings to grab the golden opportunity. And Drag gets the golden opportunity as we will move on to our next match, which means Dragthulu can cash in at any time for the golden opportunity on the Icon, with the golden opportunity on the Icon division at any time, as we'll move on to our next championship match. How's it going, Tyranno? Also, what's going on, Sam Minister? The Minister 6, thank you for the follow if you're still here. I appreciate it. I don't talk too much to chat during the matches, but in between I like to, so if I hope you guys, if you feel like I'm not ignoring you when you follow. It's just these streams specifically. But how you doing? How you doing, T? With that match going so long, I'm worried about how long this match is gonna go. We'll see if we can get through everything tonight. I might have to split this up into 2 streams just because we started so late, and I apologize for that as well. But let's get into the next match of the night. It is time to make history here at MPW Presents Never Letting Go. It is going to be for the first time ever. The Tag Team Championships will be defended in a Tornado Triple Threat Tag Team Championship match. Meaning the champion team doesn't even have to be the one to get pinned to lose the championship. Dragthulu, Draven and Shmeeps, Dawn Deceased, will be our first challengers entering the arena here tonight, earning their spot in the tag team tournament, making it all the way to this point. Some great teams here tonight, and the highest chance that our tag team champions get dethroned here tonight. Team La Primera, Emrys Morgana and MPW, still holding on to the tag team champions. We will be seeing a lot of La Primera here tonight, as both MPW and Emrys Morgana have a match later tonight. MPW is the #1 contender for the Icon Division Championship, as well as Emrys is the current reigning and defending Idol Division champion. We could see 4 championships leaving with La Primera here tonight. They could control all the gold. But of course, they have to not go through just one challenging team. They have to go against 2 challenging teams. And this team is certainly brutal. Gaelic Angel, alongside him, MamaInu, Team Brutality. I mean, I don't want to say anything against MamaInu. She did a fantastic job, but Angel definitely shown in that #1 contenders match to earn his spot here with MamaInu absolutely holding his own. We'll see if MamaInu is the weak link here tonight for Brutality. And of course, Brutality, the so-called leader, if you will, of Brutality, is going to be in a very important match. These two are barred from ringside during the ambulance match between T and Rize, which is coming up later tonight. This could be a huge opportunity for Angel and MamaInu. Not only would it get MamaInu's second championship in MPW history, but it would actually make Angel a Grand Slam champion in MPW, meaning he's held a World Championship, a Tag Team Championship, and the Openweight Championship in his career. But of course, this has got to be no easy feat, as they got to go through the current reigning and defending champions, La Primera. La Primera have not done themselves any favors, making enemies of most of the locker room, but Emrys doesn't have to back up her ego when she has someone like MintyClovers watching her back. These two have been a unit since MintyClovers' debut, and the Tag Team Championships was the perfect title for these two to take hold. Two-time Tag Team Champions, Emrys Morgana and MintyClovers. Of course, this match is Tornado Tag, meaning you do not have to tag your opponent in. Everyone is legal. You must pin or submit your opponent inside the ring, and there's no countouts. Weapons are legal. So there is no championship advantage here. The champions could lose the championship even if they're not even pinned. So Emrys Morgana and MintyClovers not only have to worry about taking out their opponents, they have to worry about maybe protecting their opponents from each other. And of course, we'll have to see how La Primera fare, because later tonight they have to go through their other championship matches. Could they be looking to try and end this match as quickly as possible, or could they even think maybe, let's just take the fall, we lose the championships, we lose the Tag Team Champions, we fight hard for the Icon and Idol Division Championships. But if I know anything like Emrys Morgana, she's going to be pushing MintyClovers to their absolute limit to try and hold these championships. Emrys Morgana is not one to look past having all the gold, and the Tag Team Championship is on the line. Don Deceased taking half the ring, it looks like. Holding half the ring as Brutality goes into the championship corner. Or, La Primera in the championship corner. And Brutality in the neutral corner. And the match starts. This match is going to be another one where it's going to be hard to follow, but I will say a keen advantage that might be in the favor of... Okay, there goes Emrys for the early pin. Two, nearly retaining the championship super early. So that might be Emrys' plan, just try to get a pin as quickly as possible. But I will say an astute advantage the champions have going into this is Emrys Morgana's patented submission hold, the Hemlock. It has tapped out many a powerful foes and could be exactly what they need coming into this match. If she can sink her teeth into someone and get them to tap, it could be over in an instant. ShmeepsWorld going up top, rolling powerbomb, and now MintyClovers suplex to Angel. Don Deceased targeting the champions. You might think maybe there could be some camaraderie between the challengers, maybe targeting the champions. But of course, only one team can come out victorious. And who will it be? Shmeeps now, of course, Shmeeps and MintyClovers having such an intense rivalry since the beginning. Emrys and Draven in the ring all alone. Emrys goes for the cover. But Shmeeps is right there to protect her teammate. But like a moonsault from MamaInu out of the corner. Of course, you're going to want to be able to watch your teammate, make sure they're okay. Black powder! Black powder out of the corner! Emrys already getting that off, and MamaInu taking the opportunity for the cover! And Draven breaks it up right at the 2.5 count. Dawn to Cease having each other's back. MamaInu flipping Draven like a pancake. And it looks like I talked about this earlier, the hemlock might be exactly what ends this match, but Angel had it spotted immediately, going straight for the champion. Angel's got Emrys on top of his shoulders. Maybe looking for a fall from Grace, whatever it was. Reversal super kick from ShmeepsWorld. Cross body, now Shmeeps gets the clothesline. Draven is looking worse for wear's already, taking a lot of damage early on. Draven got Emrys in the corner, spins her around. Emrys now, reversal again, and hemlock for the second time already. Hemlock again. That is what Emrys is looking for, a quick tap out. But of course, every time she goes for it, someone's there to stop her. Draven's got German suplex, dumping Emrys inside out. Only a 1 count on the champion. Suplex by Draven, drop kick to Shmeeps, but doesn't knock her down. Send Shmeeps into the champion's corner. MamaInu was looking for something, interrupted by Emrys, though. Draven's like, give me some seconds, give me a second. MamaInu with a sidewalk slam, and now we're getting Angel's hands off Emrys. BeepsWorld taking it on to Shmeeps. Chop to BeepsWorld. And now Angel just trying to run the entire lobby. Brutality standing somewhat tall as MamaInu's head gets squished. And Angel needs that bat maybe to be an equalizer between him and BeepsWorld. Gets BeepsWorld on his shoulders. Fall from Grace, no! And Emrys rolls back into the ring. BeepsWorld just fucking slamming Angel to the ground. Powerbomb from ShmeepsWorld in the corner. And Goozle Batbreaker. Batbreaker for the championship. The referee tried to go for the cover, but I think Draven pushed her out of the way. Our senior official. Angel jawbreaker as he gets back up onto his feet. It is, oh my god, brass knuckles to Draven. Angel putting everything on the line here. Again, the referee cannot, the referee can't get a break. Angel just pulled out brass knucks. And now Russian leg sweep. Hemlock on the floor. Angel's in trouble. Angel's in trouble. Could he tap? Could he tap? And he does. She took the opportunity. No one was there. BeepsWorld played defense. And once again, La Primera retained the tag team championship. Taking all comers. The Idol Division champion retains the tag team championship for the second time, showing the absolute dominance of La Primera. But could they come out tonight holding all the titles? We will find out later tonight, but next up is the ambulance match between TeaTheShiba and Rize. The ref deserves a rave. Yeah, the poor ref could not Angel would never tap. True. I think it was just she had it in so tight. It was unfortunate. I mean, we also didn't get the camera angle. The referee could have screwed. Could have screwed Angel. As we move on to the next match of the night. Oh. Alright, it is time for the ultimate grudge match. It is the ambulance match between Brutality member TeaTheShiba and the Shogunate, self-proclaimed Panda Archon herself, Rize, for the open weight championship. Usually the open weight championship is defended by a randomly selected opponent in a falls count anywhere match, but the boss upstairs allowed the exception after Rize won the championship against Potato on Thursday. On Thursday a couple weeks ago, I think. And now TeaTheShiba, we've seen her be twisted sort of throughout Season 2. We've seen T feeding into her twisted side, but tonight choosing to go against that and just coming out classic because, I mean, I talked a little bit backstage with T. I think she was basically saying to me that, you know, going twisted hasn't really worked out for her too much in the long run. But you know who is always beaten Rize when it matters? Just herself. She's going to bet on herself tonight. She doesn't need to go any extra mile here to go up against Rize. She's beaten her before, and she can do it again. And I think this might be the most intimidating form of TeaTheShiba that Rize is going to have to face. The self-proclaimed Panda Archon herself, the longest reigning Idol Division champion in history. Now, for the first time ever, she is the MPW Open Weight Champion. After winning their matches, the Shogunate were allowed to pick the stipulation for this match, and you know what Rize picked? The ambulance match. The winner of this match has to put their opponent into the ambulance. Rize was attacked at the end of Season 2 by TeaTheShiba, and she says, I want to put you in that ambulance you sent me home in here tonight. One of the greatest champions in MPW history. Going up against her eternal rival, TeaTheShiba. The open weight champion. Not only is Rize one of the most impressive champions of our generation, she dethroned the longest reigning openweight champion. A whopping 6 title defenses. Over 123 days as champion Potato was. And Rize put him down for the open weight championship. Once again, this historic night continues, as this will be the first ever ambulance match in MPW history. Whether they like it or not, someone's getting sent home in an ambulance. She calls herself the Panda Archon. Some call her the final boss of MPW. But tonight, you have to call her the openweight champion. Some say, I mean, like, there's the opportunity here. Some may say that, The only reason Rize lost the Idol Division Championship was because of T's interference before the match. We'll see if Rize can get the ultimate payback here, or if T will do exactly what she did on the night of See You Next Time Season 2. And this will also be the first time ever the Openweight Championship is defended in a match other than either a regular singles match or a Falls Count Anywhere match. No count out, no disqualification, just carnage. This is MPW presents Never Letting Go, and this is one thing. This is one match that these two will never let go. Rize is looking poised and ready. As so does T. And it's time. The challenger, TeaTheShiba, against the openweight champion, Rize. T knows what it takes to be the openweight champion. She's been a former openweight champion. Can she become a two-time openweight champion? Ambulance match goes as follows. There are no pinfall, submission, disqualification, or countouts. The only way to win this match is for a superstar to be force their opponent into the ambulance by any means necessary. After closing both doors, the remaining wrestler will be declared the winner. And there you have it, folks. EMT at ringside. You've waited long enough for this match. Rize versus T. The match has begun, and T is already lighting Rize up. These two know each other so well. Crucifix driver. TeaTheShiba has done some questionable things to try and help not only her mom, but herself to get the championship. But will it be all worth it with this grudge match between the two? Finally trying to settle some things. Oh yeah, that's a worse camera angle. There we go. T and Rize on the outside, drop toe hold. And a forearm. What is Rize looking for already? Climbing onto the top of the ambulance. What is Rize? What are these two already doing? TeaTheShiba, good thing we have the ambulance, as they both scale on top of it. T! Oh my god! Backbreaker, I thought she was going for the pedigree, just teasing it to... Teasing the pedigree. As Rize crucifix! Nearly dumping T under the hood of the ambulance. Sending T up and over. Just checking her off the ambulance. Then a splash to the floor. Rize and T continuing to fight on the outside of the ambulance. What is Rize looking for? Opening the door of the ambulance. Of course, once you get your opponent into those doors and you shut them, that's how you win this match. Off the ropes. Maybe looking for a big boy senton. Sides against it, sending T up and over. The doors are open. Rize already maybe looking to put her opponent away. No. A little bit too early for that, I think. As Rize continues to take it to T. Gets onto the middle rope in the corner. What is she looking for here? Rize eyeing the distance. Drop kick. With authority off the ropes. Elbow drop. The champion taking advantage. Setting her up top. And Rize is looking to send T into orbit superplex off the top. Absolutely devastating. T is looking a little bit worse for where's Big Boot? And like I said, good thing we have medics on staff. T is bleeding. She might need some stitches after this flying forearm. This is everything for Rize. Onto the altar! This is everything for Rize. After everything she's done to T, or after everything T's done to her, Rize got T on her shoulders, dumps her into the ambulance, and it just might be enough. No! T from the other side! T is fighting it, gets the one door closed. T! If she gets that door closed, it's over! And Rize, no! Can't hold them over! Almost, just barely. T almost, she saw her life flash before her eyes. German. T reverses it. Drop kick. Right to the dome. Ducks the clothesline. T's not going to let all this work go to waste. T says, come on, step up, big boy senton. Gut wrench, toss. And now T going back up the ambulance. What is she looking for all the way up here? Whatever it is, it can't be good. As Rize is going to meet her up top, and T is just waiting. But Rize goes for the kick, gets caught, flips it around. T, German suplex! Discus big boot, revert, or dodged out of the way. Goes for another one, back and forth. So dangerous from so high. It's taller than the ropes. They're higher than the ring ropes. They are well above the ring. Drop kick after a flurry of punches. Goes for the boot. Dragon screw leg whip, tossing her across the top of this ambulance. And Rize gonna send T off again, maybe. Oh my god, what is she looking for? Back drop! That might have done as much damage to Rize as it did to T. And now trying to get her into the back of the car again. No. T, oh my god, kick to the side of the head, bashing her head against the apron. And T's going up top. Off the ropes, drop kick. Now T is taking the momentum. He's gonna try and get Rize into the ambulance, but no. Rize won't be having it. Rize now tossing T head first into the ambulance. And just getting that door, getting those doors to close is all it needs. T, again, this could be it. That back body drop off the top of the ambulance could have just been enough to get T out. No. T bursting through for the second time. Discus big boot. And now Rize's busted open. Is it Rize's turn to see the inside of this ambulance? She refuses. She doesn't have health insurance. And with that reversal, getting T into the ambulance. Closing the door once again. T is fighting out for a third time. I hope her medical insurance is good enough. Because she just might need it. Rize! No! A third time, T's made it out. Kick to the gut. Hooks the arms. Grab the floor! And that might have been enough to put Rize away. Rize gets sent in. The bruises on T's face. As she closes this first one, it's now Rize's turn to be on the other end. First door closed. That blood gushing from the side of T's head with all her force and might. She's trying to send Rize home in this ambulance once more. T doesn't get it. But both of them are looking exhausted. Rize. Combination of kicks and punches. It could take one big move to put any of them away. Wrath of God. I think her back of her head might have hit the steps of the ambulance. And flipping her back in. I think it might be it. T's still fighting it, still got some fight left. And Rize, can she get that second door closed? T is fighting. And Rize closing the doors. And the ambulance is gonna send T off to retain the open weight championship. Both these two are going to be leaving bloody, but only T is going to be leaving in the ambulance. Rize finally putting T to rest. The open weight champion retains. But will the other two champions retain? As we move on to our next match of the night, we will see you guys there. Your first time in an ambulance. Her intro's so long, it's gonna cut to commercial. That's why I like running, when I have Rize, I like having Rize with the two other people in the Shogunate, because then she does, like, the Shogunate entrance. Like, their trio entrance. And it still looks cool. But it saves a lot more time. But for matches like these, it's kind of nice. The only problem with, like, matches like an ambulance match, sort of, is I feel like they kind of forget about putting on a match and doing moves, and it's just, like, towards the end, it's, like, constantly them just trying to, like, throw them into the ambulance or something. And it works well in matches, because it's like, oh, someone goes for a big move, go for the pin, 1, 2, no. And it's like, okay, go for the big move, 1, 2, no. Like, they'll keep trying for the pin, and then, like, every time they kick out, it's like, oh my god, how do they do it? Where in the ambulance match, it's, like, kind of a kick-out mechanic, but I feel like visually it's less exciting, if that makes sense. All right. Well, let's get into the next match of the night. All right. It is time for our semi-main event of the night. The Icon Division Championship is on the line. This might be one of the most important matches of the night because it will determine if La Primera holds all the gold going into the main event. One half of the reigning and retaining tag team champions, MPW. MPW earned her spot in the #1 contenders match, going through a tournament and subsequently ending off against Tyranno Maximum. Can MPW win this championship and become, for the first time ever in her career, the Icon Division champion? This is the most important match of MPW's career, and I know for sure if she doesn't win, Emrys is going to be pissed. Can MPW do it tonight? I do not envy Flair coming into this match. Flair, I mean, he certainly can handle himself. But against someone like MPW, it's so up to chance. There's not too much, like, how do you prepare to fight someone this size? How do you prepare to fight someone void of emotion, whose entire directive is to crush her opponents? As someone who has stood toe-to-toe with MPW in the ring before, I just don't know how you do it. But of course, the champion, a 3-time Icon Division champion, has over 175 days as champion under his belt across all the championships. The longest reigning Icon Division champion, tied with Angel, no. I don't think that's right, but tied with Zarataro, for sure. Maybe. No. Tied with Zarataro. Flair lost this to Blueness in a gauntlet match, retained it last premium live event, and is now here to hold on to it one more time. He wants to try and beat that longest reigning record. He's held it the most times, but can he hold it for the longest? We will see. And of course, Dragthulu does have the Icon Division golden opportunity, so Flair's going to want to look out for that. Flair has had a golden opportunity cashed in on him before. Bonk cashed in his golden opportunity on Flair, and Flair successfully defended it. So maybe Flair isn't someone that you want to try and cash that in on, unless you know for certain you could win. Which, I mean, that's something Dragthulu might. We could see a cash in here tonight. We'd never know. Well, we will never know if it happens until we hear that music hit. FlairZero versus MintyClovers. This might be the hardest match that Flair is going to have to fight in his career. But Flair's familiar with strong women. Let's see if he knows how to handle them. The Icon Division is on the line. The Icon Division Championship is on the line. MintyClovers versus FlairZero. I mean, MintyClovers is part robotic, and Flair handles computers a lot, so might need a little bit of tech support here. Snapmare takes Flair down off the ropes. Point blank headbutt, or a headbutt, kick to the head. Flair rolls out of the way, and then a back body toss by Blueness. For the first time tonight, we have just a regular match, which does mean there are countouts and there are disqualifications. And if Flair loses by either, he will not lose the championship. Championship advantage is in effect. Could be something we maybe see. I don't think Flair would be the one to do that, but I could see maybe MintyClovers getting disqualified. MintyClovers deadlift, running power slam to Flair. And off the ropes, back elbow in the corner. Just crushing the sternum of Flair. So we're already going to pin on the champion. Near 2 count early on, but only a 1. Flair's going to roll out of the ring, maybe try to assess the situation a little bit more as he gets in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. Chop to MintyClovers in the corner. Really, the strategy with someone like MintyClovers is you just got to try and wear her down. You can't let her get too many hits on you, and you just got to try and last as long as you can. For a clothesline, gets caught into a clothesline of her own. And you know that bionic arm does not feel good. On the head. Clothesline again. Knocked away. Or not knocked away, but shaken off. Flair out of the corner. Hurricane Rana. How do you even get up that high? As MintyClovers goes to the outside. Flair meeting her on the apron. Gets back in. And now MintyClovers going to meet Flair in the ring. And Flair with a chokehold. But of course, rope break too close to the ropes. With those long arms of MintyClovers. Sends MintyClovers off the ropes. MintyClovers gets behind. Scratching the back. Under. Chops lighting up MintyClovers. Like I said, you just got to wear him down. Work at it. Chop away. German suplex. The strength of Flair. Onto the top rope. Flair tightrope walk in. Elbow drop in. Foot is a little bit close to the ropes there, but referee doesn't say it's under 2. And a near fall for the champion. Off the ropes, senton. Had the distance, but the target wasn't there. And a shoulder tackle. Sending Flair up and over. And tossing over the ropes. And like I said earlier, all MintyClovers thinks about is breaking her opponents. But Flair isn't so easily broken. He's worked with Windows 11 before. He knows the kind of stuff he has to do to win this match. What is Flair doing? Where is Flair going? Had her in the corner. Decided against it, I guess. Off the ropes, drop kick. And now Flair goes for the cover on the challenger again. Near fall again. And Flair eyeing to put an end to it. up and out. Maybe? Nope. Northern Light suplex. Flair's got to try to make sure nobody can expect anything that he's doing. And a crossbody off the top. ShmeepsWorld is in trouble. Maybe going for the Boston Crab, but ShmeepsWorld got the legs up. Flair trying to get to his feet as ShmeepsWorld sends him off the ropes in a natural one! Oh my god. Below zero! My voice is losing itself. Natural one into a below zero. 2, 3, Flair! From the jaws of defeat, FlairZero retains. Ugh, my pen has gone so far. Ugh, FlairZero retaining once again against one of his most dangerous opponents. As we will move on to the main event of the night, will La Primera's luck continue to sour? As we will go into the Idol Division Championship next. Wow, that's a big stadium. It is a big stadium. I did not realize how big it was until we really got into it. Ugh. It is time for the main event of Masu Pro Wrestling presents Never Letting Go. The Idol Division Championship is on the line. And challenging for the first time in a singles match. Their first real opportunity at an Idol Division Championship. None other than Kodo Twin Moon. Kodo Twin Moon. I mean, one of the newest members of MPW, one of the biggest up-and-comers, joined us at the tail end of Season 2. And now this is their first chance to have an Idol Division Championship title shot. And they're looking like they're having a great time. Can Kodo do it? I mean, this is potentially the unthinkable. But this could be Kodo's first ever championship, and it's the Idol Division Championship. Win or lose, experience is worth its weight in gold. Getting up to this point is such a challenge. But you gotta lock in. We're gonna see if Kodo here tonight is green or if they truly are purple. But of course, they gotta go up against the tag team champion and Idol Division champion, Emrys Morgana. ShmeepsWorld just lost their championship match. They retained the tag team championships, but ShmeepsWorld was unable to get the Icon Division championship. Can Emrys retain? She's still proud of the Tag Team Championships and her Idol Division Championship. But I know she's seething on the inside. After ShmeepsWorld lost to FlairZero. But of course, no days off for ShmeepsWorld. Has to come into the corner of Emrys Morgana. Going into the corner of Emrys Morgana to play sort of the corner here in Emrys's favor. We'll see what kind of shenanigans Kado's gonna have to deal with. Because of course it's never gonna be easy when you're going up against someone like Emrys. The Idol Division champion and the MPW Tag Team champion. This could be a tough match for Emrys. She already had a match earlier tonight for the Tag Team Championship. We'll see how that affects her coming into this one. This is Kodo Twin Moon's biggest match of their career in front of a sold-out crowd. The cheers shaking the arena. Can Kodo do it? Against the Viper, the head of the Viper, Emrys Morgana. Still the first ever MPW double champion. The Idol Division Championship on the line. Kodo Twin Moon versus Emrys Morgana. Emrys did pick up the win for her team in the tag team championship match. Locking in the hemlock on Angel, getting a pinfall. Probably going to be looking to do the same, or getting a tap out there. Probably going to be looking to do the same thing against Kodo here tonight. Pushing Kodo off. And Kodo taking the chain grappling. I wouldn't necessarily, oh my god, forearm to the head. Wouldn't necessarily do that with Emrys, as she is a well-known submission specialist. But trying to take this home early. And now chops and punches. Kodo lighting up Emrys, wasting no time. Now Emrys giving some of it back. Kodo said, "Come hit me on my good side." Goes for a fake out super kick into a punch. Kodo getting into the head already of Emrys Morgana. Off the ropes drop kick. And an elbow drop. And another elbow drop. A flying forearm right to the jaw. Pop up Hurricane Rana. Now Kodo going to the top rope. In Emrys's corner, could be dangerous. Little air guitar to the champion. Goes for the cover. 2. And a near fall for Emrys. We can see Kodo. Kodo could put Emrys away right now. Dark side of the moonsault. Oh my god. Absolutely squishing Emrys. Near fall again. Kodo just landed on Emrys's head. And MPW just slid a bat into the ring. Kodo elbow drop. Kodo's been on fire here. Emrys is in deep trouble. Chops and punches. Emrys is going to have to do something big if she wants to retain this championship already. Or has Kodo gassed himself? Kodo gets the elbow out of the neutral corner. ShmeepsWorld we saw get on the apron there. Now Kodo once again still filled with steam. Absolutely going off the rails. Goes for the cover on the champion. 2. Near fall again. Kodo can taste the championship. The finger is grazing that. Off the ropes. Crossbody doesn't connect. And a Saito suplex reversal by Emrys. Sends him off the ropes. Ducks under. Forearm again. Russian leg sweep, and this might just be the end for Kodo. Hemlock. Sort of close to the ropes, though. Yeah, referee does see that. Rope break. Rope break might have saved Kodo. Step up Enziguri. Emrys senton up and over. It goes for the cover. Champion looking to retain. Kick out at 1. Referee looks to be distracted by the turnbuckle in the corner. As Kodo rolls out in front of the French-Canadian commentators table. There is a bat on the floor here. Referee might not see it. Kodo, big kicks. If Emrys loses by countout, though, she doesn't lose the title. Championship's advantage is in effect. Emrys gets back into the ring. At the 6 count. That's crazy. Look, whatever the hell that was. And now ShmeepsWorld calling over Kodo. Starting an argument. As giving Emrys enough time to sort of get back up. And a head kick. Spins her around. Standing Spanish fly. I don't think that was enough time for Emrys to get her wits about her. Over the top, and nobody's home for that senton. You really gotta know the distance for that one. Drop kick. Emrys is in big trouble as Kodo winds up with a buzzsaw kick. And we might just see a new champion right here. 1, 2. Oh, kick it at 2. Emrys has taken so much punishment. Tucks the kick. Emrys back up on her feet. Kicks the inside of the leg. Emrys rolls him down. Goes for the cover. Northern Lights. 2. Nearly taking the championship. Near fall. Ducks under. Rolls through. Kip up. Kick to the head again. Too bad the ambulance left early. Emrys might need a checkup after this match. Jawbreaker to Emrys. Judo hip toss. Her judo skills coming out. And Emrys in the corner. Black powder! Black powder! Goes for the cover to retain the championship. 2. And Emrys does it! Emrys retains the Idol Division Championship. With minimal shenanigans from ShmeepsWorld. The Idol Division Championship is retained for the 2nd time by Emrys. Could this be the reign of Emrys Morgana? Who can say, but we will see you guys next time on Thursday, I was Masu Pro Wrestlington. This was Masu Pro Wrestling, never letting go. We will see you guys next time. How's it going, Flair? We got 2 more shows potentially. I might only do 1 tonight. I'm gonna probably go to the bathroom soon as well. So please allow me. What is happening? Yes. Why won't it not let me leave? I've literally never had this issue before. It's super weird. Alright, let me try. I think it might be because of something else. Let me just try this. Okay. Why is this broken? What is happening? So confused. Am I losing my mind? It's not letting me go to the next day. It's saying that it's not available. Okay. Okay, wait. What? No. Okay. Okay, did that work? Okay. Then oh, there we go. Weird. Super weird. Okay, I gotta go to the bathroom super bad, so I'm gonna put you guys. I don't have a BRB screen set up, so I'm just gonna put you guys on the music. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. How are you doing, Flair? If you don't mind me asking. Okay. Let me edit. No. Let me double check some stuff. Okay. Uh, uh, I don't hate this game sometimes, man. I hate this game a lot. Let me just. Cause like I have the golden opportunity thing for the icon division, but it like just like it's like pulling teeth with every WWE game about like Money in the Bank stuff. Because it just doesn't like they do not understand how it works. Because I'll like edit championships and Money in the Bank. Okay, cool. Select your briefcase. Just not an option. Cool. I can't remove the one that I just selected. I can do this. And it's okay, you know what? Let me do this. That makes this. Uh, Doing well, helping Glitchy cook and living my low oxygen life this week. Low oxygen life? What happened? Are you just like stuffy? Asthma? Oof, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hope you feel better soon, my man. Then I think it should be this one. Okay. Yep, that's exactly what the fuck I pressed. Thank you, game. Alright, continue. Yeah, we're gonna just see that. And then edit some of the matches now and actually set up. So we're gonna do do gotta double check one of those things. And then and then in then um okay, we'll do that. They're making you do a freaking appointment to get a new inhaler? That's an inhaler? That's annoying. Um I don't even know what I'm looking for. Okay, I need to write this down. Sorry, I'm like looking through for a specific thing. I'm like, that's cool. But uh okay, let me try one other thing. No, I didn't press that fucking button. That's gonna be like the last thing I try. Maybe. This. Okay, wait. That's also. Uh. Sorry, guys, this is taking so long. Um. Don't get this. Alright, there's... Okay. Let's do that, and then we should be able to go. Okay. Let's get into the next show, folks. Thank you for your patience. Let's load up the second show of the night. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington. And tonight is going to be a good day as we start off again, coming off of Never Letting Go. We are continuing on forward. We're going to let go of Never Letting Go, and we're going to move on to the next #1 Contenders Tournament. But much like last month, this #1 Contenders Tournament comes with a caveat. The losers will be put into a pool and going into a ladder match for the Idol Division Golden Opportunity. The Idol Division's turn to get a Golden Opportunity. MintyClovers could see a #1 contender shot or an opportunity at an opportunity. And I'm not sure who would look better with a golden opportunity than this man right here. Merlin Gambledorf the Gold. Looking for that big gold or that golden opportunity. Making his way down to the ring. Both these two looking to have a great day and a great match. But only one can move forward in the tournament. We'll find out who that will be tonight. Neither of these two have seen gold all season. Will that change this upcoming event? This upcoming premium live event, MintyClovers straight out of the gate. As for Hurricane Rana. Minty eyeing up Merlin for another Hurricane Rana in the corner. Off the ropes, was looking for maybe another one. Rolls through. Now Merlin takes advantage with some hammer fists. Locking up horns, these two. Pushing Merlin in the corner. Minty with that big boot to the gut, trying to keep Merlin in this corner. But Merlin overpowering Minty. Ref's gonna ask for them to break it up, and they do. Merlin keeps Minty in the corner, though. Got her up in a power buckle bomb. Jesus. That massive buckle bomb to MintyClovers. Kick out of 1. Off the rope snapmare. Shoulder and elbow tie up, or collar and elbow tie up. As Minty gets the back control. Merlin, though, takes her over. Got her tied up. Minty, though, now reversing with the legs. Now just crushing crushing Merlin's throat. Oof. And a swift kick to end it. Merlin crawling to the opposite corner. What is Minty thinking? Across the ring. Just a little bit too short. That's what my ex-wife told me. Swinging neck breaker. Now getting Merlin up against the ropes. Spins them around. Working over the shoulders of Minty now, just pinching the nerves. Getting on Minty's nerves. But Minty quickly kip back up. Merlin up top. Tries to go for something. Ends up hitting the turnbuckle. And a double axe handle from Merlin. Bouncing her off the top rope. Merlin eyeing Minty as Minty kicks out of it. Tries to go on the ropes. Doesn't connect, or doesn't quite get to it. Back and forth now, just back elbows after back elbows. Ducks the axe handle. Off the ropes, basement dropkick. MintyClovers. Minty going over the top. What is she looking for? Flip over. Big boy senton. And that middle rope maneuver doesn't connect. Sends Merlin into the corner. Now Minty just rubbing the elbow onto the chin of Merlin. A clothesline ducks it. Slap reversal. And Merlin gets her on his shoulders. Death Valley driver. Goes for the cover. 2, 3, and Merlin putting Minty out with the Death Valley driver. Gonna move on into this #1 contenders tournament. Merlin seems pretty pleased with himself. And I would be too, but MintyClovers is not going home empty-handed. She'll be put into the Golden Opportunity ladder match to potentially get a shot at the Golden Opportunity. As we will move on to our Icon Division match, I think, next. Might be a different match, but we'll see. You'll just have to see if you join us for it next. Yeah, I thought it was, but I couldn't remember. I think I'm only going to get this episode, like this, because we usually do 3, so we did the Premium Live event, this one, and then another one. I think I'm going to do this one, and then do the 3rd episode another stream, because I'm feeling really tired, to be honest. So, I'm going to do that, and then we'll pick up next time. Probably will be, me and T are we kind of didn't plan, but we kind of did plan to stream on Friday, so we might stream on Friday with T, and then if we do that, go sleep if you need. I want to finish this one at least, but we might stream what time tomorrow. That's something we're gonna have to figure out. I'm pretty sure I'm good anytime other than like 2:30 my time. But yeah, we're gonna stream on Friday for at least a little bit, if not for a little bit of time. I think I might be able to do it earlier as well. Well, I'll let you know in after this. But maybe that, and then I would. So then I work Sunday, so I might not be able to do Saturday for a stream because I'm out as well. I work Sunday, Monday, I'm going to do stream on Minecraft on Monday. And then, so maybe like Tuesday or Wednesday or someday, random, I'll do another stream. And we'll do this, finish this off, and we'll do Vanguard or something. I know tomorrow is Friday. I'll let you know after this. I don't really know what time off the top of my head, but I might be able to do it earlier. Okay, let's get to the next one. All right, we're moving on to the Icon Division. I was correct the first time. The Icon Division #1 Contenders Tournament. Someone that both failed to get the Icon Division Championship in the last tournament, #1 contendership in the last tournament, but almost won it, made it to the finals, or the semifinals rather, but also failed 2 times in the ladder match to get that. Balloonist, BA Tycho's good little soldier, looking to get her second Icon Division Championship. I know that the Coalition aren't feeling too happy with how Balloonist, or at least BA Tycho may be a little bit upset that Balloonist was unable to get the golden opportunity, though at the same time, maybe BA Tycho feels relieved that his protege isn't outshining him on that many levels. But she's here again for this championship. Going to see what she can do. And he's going up against Merlin's tag team partner, Garreth Unported. Garreth was in the Golden Opportunity Golden Opportunity match. Was unable to pick up the win. Dragthulu picked up that win. So we will see if Garreth can make it all the way past Balloonist in this tournament. We saw Merlin move on. Will Garreth join? This time the Icons don't have anything. Don't have any supplementary prizes. They have to either win or you get dropped to the bottom of the barrel. I mean, Garreth Unported I feel like he's been less focused on the championship as much as he used to be. But it's definitely still on his radar. It seems like Merlin and Gareth's top priority is just to have a good time and enjoy the sport of wrestling. The bell rings and Garreth straight out of the gate with the Hurricane Rana out the corner, split like a moonsault. Only caught part of it. Off the ropes, head kick. Standing shooting star press. A kick to the head. Garreth pushing Balloonist up against the ropes. Referee's going to break that up. Wants them to continue fighting. Doesn't want them lollygagging against the ropes. Sends Balloonist right off those. And then again out of the corner. Garreth is like a grasshopper just jumping all around the ring. Balloonist is going to try and slow him down a little bit. Scoop slam. Northern Lights suplex takes him down. Garreth in the corner with that butt face first. Some people would pay good money for that. And now Balloonist makes her way onto the apron. Now working over the arm. Now Balloonist Twisting that arm back over, arm drag. Both standing on their feet, but Blueness gets that. Oh, trips him. Spins around and trips him. And lock in horns once again. Garreth does have that strength advantage, pushing. Blueness and that cheap shot from Garreth. Referee saying, hey, I want a clean break. It's okay, Blueness trades that blow back, and now Garreth pulls on the mask of Blueness. A little bit of that darker side showing up from Garreth. That side of whatever it takes to win. Now Garreth's gonna send Blueness across the ring onto the middle rope. And then a 450 springboard. Kick out at 1. Garreth. Maybe I misspoke when I said that he seemed to be focusing more on a good time. He seems like he's hyper-focused on winning here tonight. Maybe he just doesn't want his friend to leave him in the dust. I mean, it would be cool to see Merlin and Garreth both holding those championships. Garreth. He's looking for here. Whatever it was, it's reversed by Blueness. Garreth, middle rope, just barely missed it. Miscalculation on that crossbody. And it might give Blueness just enough advantage to take this back. Out of the corner, back. Oh, clothesline. Garreth would not allow the backflip. Scoop slam. Just for the cover. Got a 1. Now Garreth on the middle rope. Hurricane Rana nearly sending her out of the ring. Going back up to the middle rope. Could we see a middle rope round crown? Brown crown again. This time it doesn't connect, not like it did on Saturday. Sends him off the ropes. Spine buster. Elevated spine buster. That looks like it dazed Garreth a lot. Sends him to the outside, and Blueness is going to follow quickly. And oh my god, a high caliber on the outside. Knee strike to the face. 3 count. Blueness back up on her feet. But Garreth is taking it to her. Sends him back in the ring at 5. Follows him in at 6. Blueness looking for the springboard. Doesn't connect. Super kick from Garreth. Wobbly legs though. Rolls through. Rolls him up. 2. And Blueness nearly taking it. Garreth though reversing the pin. Nearly taking it. Kick out of 2. And nobody's home. Garreth didn't see her roll out of the ring. And now sends Garreth into the corner. Scoop slam. Off the top rope, Blueness. Blue moon to Garreth, and I think that just might be enough. She wants to make sure to pull him away from the ropes. I mean, smartly done. But is this going to give Garreth enough time to kick out? 1, 2. Oh, it is! That half a second might have just cost her the match. Garreth, scoop slam. Putting her in the corner, middle rope again. This time, Brown Crown connects. Garreth in the center of the ring. Put a crown on that queen. 1, 2. No, kick out of 2. Off the ropes, moonsault. Off the ropes, arm drag. Hurricane Rana. Neither of these two wanting to go down. Garrett's gonna roll out of the ring. Luna's getting on the top rope. Double axe handle. And little caught senton. And a crazy elevated moonsault. Hooks the leg on Garreth. 1, 2, 3. A crazy moonsault from Blueness. As Blueness moves on in the Icon Division #1 Contenders Tournament. An expertly done match for Blueness. I mean, Garreth was one of the highest rated wrestlers in Season 2. And Blueness took him down like it was just another day at the office. As we're going to move on to some tag team action next. Hey, how Glitchy, how you doing? Sorry, I don't know if my head pats went off because I don't have Streamer Bot up. So I will refund that. I don't have Streamer Bot on this. I probably could. The reason I don't is... one second. Figure out how to... The reason I don't is because... Okay, hearing my voice, I don't like that. The reason I don't is because it plays the sound, and I don't like it playing the sound during the matches for when someone like follows or subs. So I just have it off on these streams, but... And T, you're just messing with me? Ooh. Ooh. Okay, let's get into the next match of the night. It is time for some tag team action. The Coalition already starting off with an argument. Greg and B.A. Tycho teaming up today. I talked to B.A. Tycho saying that maybe working with Greg will bring those two together. The match is going to begin against the Shogunate. B.A. Tycho starting us off as the legal participant against AZ. And as Greg tags in himself onto B.A. Tycho and continuing this argument. B.A. Tycho's frustration explodes as he says, you know what? Maybe this wasn't worth it. And now it seems that B.A. Tycho is leaving Greg to fight for himself against these pack of wolves. I mean, the Shogunate willingly, I think, is going to take a nice, easy victory, a 2-on-1 in this tag team match. I mean, winning these are going to get you closer to those tag team championships. But yeah, I was literally just talking to B.A. Tycho before the walkout earlier today. He said that he was going to tag team with Greg tonight. Try to put their differences aside, but it just seems like the egos are colliding. The two alpha males of the group just fighting for who's in control. AZ taken Greg across the ring. Going all corners. And tagging into Viakaka. Via now the legal participant. It really does seem like the seams of the coalition are starting to go undone. Via up top, moonsault. But of course, Greg has surprised us before. I mean, he's not going to go down without a fight, and if Greg could potentially win this 2-on-1, I mean, that would definitely show a huge amount of strength. Definitely put B.A. Tycho into question as leader. As he makes it onto the apron and hops over for a shitty little kick. Yakaka kick to the head on Greg. Greg does have to try to conserve his energy and try to lock down one of his opponents. He wants to have stopped them from making the tag as much as possible. Inversely, his opponent tonight are going to want to try and make as many tags as possible and make sure they get as much time off, take as many breathers as they can. And him off the ropes, ducks under. Back elbow from Via. Goes for the cover on Greg. Already a 2 count. Off the ropes. Inzaguri doesn't connect. Neither of them connect with their moves. As Greg sends her off the ropes. Tries to go for a belly-to-belly reversal. And eat defeat! Which is exactly what Greg might be doing tonight. Yakaka moving Greg to the ropes. Grabbing him for like a face buster crazy thing off the ropes. 2! Oh, near fall. Near fall for Greg. The Shogunate nearly have him. And now they're just stomping into Greg. Vyakaka off the ropes, head kick. Tagging in AZ. Greg is looking worse for wears. Shoulder tackle takes him down, goes for the cover. And Greg just lays down. AZ and Vyakaka picking up a huge win. As we will move on to our main event of the night. We will see it next. That's not the right music. I'm pretty sure it's because I was going to use that music, but I'm pretty sure that's Jin's music. So I'm gonna pretend like that didn't happen. All right, let's go into the final match of the night. We'll pick up the last 4 next time that we stream by ourselves, and then next time we stream by ourselves on Twitch, and then we'll head off for the night. So this is gonna be our main event of the night. Oh. Time for the main event of the evening. The Icon Division, or the Idol Division, #1 Contenders Tournament continues. And we're starting off with someone that we're probably going to end up seeing in the Golden Opportunity qualifying match. It is UnchainedAwesome. I don't even know who his opponent is, but I can predict that this guy might just lose his match. I don't know. It's a speculation that I have. But I mean, Unchained has surprised us. Sometimes he does come into this arena with a brain. We'll see if that's going to be the day today. Has he been actually in the gym training, or has he just been chilling at home eating chips? I mean, if this guy's ego was as good as was as big as his workout regimen, this guy would be jacked. UnchainedAwesome never has held the Idol Division Championship. Somehow was an Icon Division champion in his past. Could not explain to you how. Two-time Icon Division champion somehow. At least he's not tied for the most amount of championships, with the most amount of Icon Division championships, because Flair luckily smashed that, getting his third championship. But of course, Chain has only held it for like the minimum amount of days, never retained the championship. So can you even really consider it a championship title reign? I don't, personally. And Chain is going to go one-on-one against MamaInu, former Idol Division champion. Absolutely an incredible competitor. Looking for that championship one more time. Standing with brutality, but maybe, just maybe, it's time to take a kinder approach to get to this championship. You still got to be ruthless to win in this business. But we'll see how brutality handles themselves after T was sent home in an ambulance on Saturday. MamaInu looking for another shot. I mean, MamaInu has had really just the worst luck when it comes to trying to hold on to these championships, try to get championship matches. But she's finally tasted what it means to be champion in MPW. Won the Idol Division Championship at Living Legends, which was the exact premium live event that MamaInu debuted 2 seasons prior. I'm pretty sure that's right. Actually, no, I don't think that's right. I think she was in Realizing Redemption. Either Realizing Redemption or All on the Line. She might have lost it on the premium live event she debuted on. Chain taking control early. There's no way he can make this jump. Oh, he just barely made it. Frog splash from across the ring, goes to the cover on MamaInu. And a near fall already. Solid 2 count as MamaInu rolls into the French-Canadian commentator's table. The French-Canadian commentators are getting out of their seat, as they should be worried about having someone like Chain out there. Back elbow in the corner, elbow for MamaInu. Back out of the corner, drop kick, Chain. Showing absolutely no respect to his opponent. Already just mouthing off, snapmare. Off the ropes, elbow drop, roll over. 1, 2, a near fall again for Chain. Trying to go home early. This guy never works late. Roll up, doesn't get anything, but does keep Chain on his toes. MamaInu trying to run her yard here. Clothesline out of the corner. Definitely gonna bruise the ego of Chain. He calls himself the king of the clothesline. MamaInu going at springboard crossbody, taking him down. A little bit of a rough crossbody there, but it does work. It doesn't have to look fancy if it's effective. Puts her back in the corner. And a DDT. No reversal by Chain into a Northern Light suplex. Bridge pin. And again, nearly taking the match, but MamaInu kicks out at 2. Chain. Middle rope behind. Axe handle. Doesn't get it. MamaInu had that predicted. Sends MamaInu off the ropes. Fucking completely misses. What an idiot. Throws a random punch fighting ghosts. Now, through the will of God, gets that headlock. Off the ropes and a cannonball. Neck breaker. And then Shane making his way to the top rope. Could he be looking for a flying sheepdog headbutt? Nobody wins in a headbutt unless you're Chain, because you don't got a brain. 2 and 3. And Unchained's going to be moving on in the #1 contenders tournament in your main event of the night. MamaInu must have been having a bad day, because there's no reason for how Chain would win that quickly. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry that this is the last man you have to see before heading off tonight. But thank you guys for watching so much. I will see you guys next time. My name is Monster Pro Wrestlington. This was Monster Pro Wrestling, and we will see you next time. Damn, you look stupendous. Okay, yeah, I don't think I can sit through another day just because I'm tired. But next time, we will definitely get some off. Let's see if anybody's streaming, because I haven't, like, really been paying attention to Twitch, man. Ooh, Tyranno is playing Donkey Kong Bonanza. Raid tie, but just in case, I'm going to scroll through everybody that I see just to see who's. Dartaro's playing The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Adam's playing Dark Souls 3. Tiuma's playing Stray Kids. I almost said Stray Kids is playing Tiuma. That would be weird. That's everybody that I kind of... Probably more people. We're going to drop a raid ski on Tyranno Maximum. If you guys would, stick around for the raid. We're going to raid Ty. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, where me and T will figure out what time we're streaming. So, I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye. Matane. Bye-bye.